1. You don't see what's real. The world you're looking at right now isn't real. It's the world you want to see. People don't see with their eyes. They see with their beliefs. The answer is already fixed in their mind. They only pick out the scenes that fit it. A smile gets read as goodwill. Silence gets read as agreement. Nobody calculates the odds. That the interpretation is wrong. Calculating that would mean facing anxiety. People want relief more than they want truth. So instead of seeing the truth, they see the picture that lets them feel safe. This is why people keep falling for the same tricks. 2. The need to feel right. People want proof that their judgment was right. This desire is stronger than it looks. Once you decide to hire someone, only their strengths become visible. Once you decide to trust someone, their flaws disappear. The desire to protect a decision already made filters out new information. This is called the need for confirmation. Confirmation brings relief. Relief brings comfort. Comfort stops verification. This is how people end up locked in a prison built by their own eyes. The walls of that prison are invisible, so no one tries to escape. 3. Why being wrong feels terrifying. Fear stands on the other side of the need for confirmation. The fear of facing the fact that you were wrong. The moment someone admits their judgment was wrong, their self-worth collapses. So before that collapse happens, they block the information itself. This is called cognitive dissonance. Uncomfortable truths get rejected. Comfortable lies get welcomed. When a business partner shows a strange sign, people talk themselves into a good interpretation. When a lover lies, people convince themselves there must have been a reason. People don't avoid verification because they don't know. They avoid it because finding out is terrifying. Fear is the strongest hand covering the eyes. 4. The dangerous man beside Cao Cao. Late Han Dynasty. The court at Shidu. Cao Cao held the emperor in his grip, but he couldn't rest easy. Liu Bei was beside him. Liu Bei carried the legitimacy of imperial descent. He was a potential threat who could challenge Cao Cao's power at any moment. But Liu Bei never showed ambition. He tended a vegetable garden. He lived a humble, modest life, or pretended to. Cao Cao watched him closely, and he asked himself, does this man truly have no ambition, or is he hiding it? He needed the answer. Without confirming it, Cao Cao himself would be at risk. 5. The moment the chopsticks fell. Cao Cao invited Liu Bei to drink together over warmed plum wine. They discussed the heroes of the realm. Cao Cao said it directly. The only heroes under heaven right now are you and I. At that moment, thunder cracked in the sky. Liu Bei, feigning shock, dropped his chopsticks and said, I was just startled by the thunder. Cao Cao watched this and felt relieved. This man gets frightened by something as trivial as thunder. Cao Cao saw what he wanted to see, because what he wanted confirmed wasn't Liu Bei's fear. It was Liu Bei's harmlessness. This is the moment the principle of compare through calculation and seek out the true situation collapsed. Cao Cao asked the question, but never verified the answer. He only watched the reaction that followed the question. He never checked whether that reaction was genuine. 6. Your own version of Liu Bei. Liu Bei exists in every workplace. The junior colleague who's always polite, always humble, always staying in the background. The moment you decide that colleague is harmless, verification stops. But people can hide the true scale of a threat behind their appearance. The same goes for small business owners. The vendor who always greets you with a smile might be quietly talking to another supplier behind your back. A humble attitude and true intent belong to different layers of information. People judge intent by watching attitude. This is where the illusion begins. Right now, someone quietly tending their own garden might be standing beside you too. This channel exists to catch moments like this. If you hit subscribe and like, you'll miss fewer of these moments going forward. 7. Break it and you lose. Compare through calculation and seek out the true situation. Break this principle, and you will suffer real loss. 1. Never judge someone based on their expression alone. Expressions can be trained and manufactured. 2. Never take someone's self-introduction at face value. A self-introduction is only the image they want you to see. 3. Never mistake someone's silence for compliance or agreement. Silence can also mean they're calculating. Break these 3, and you'll live inside a picture someone else painted for you. This is called the filtered expectation effect. The brain's habit of screening out everything except what it wants to see ends up making your decisions for you. 8. Practice it and you gain. The same principle also tells you what to gain. 1. Don't track expressions. Track repeated patterns of behavior. Patterns are hard to fake, and time always exposes them. 2. Don't listen to what someone volunteers about themselves. Dig into what they're trying to hide instead. The truth lives in what they're trying to conceal. 3. When silence comes, ask directly why it's there. Asking for the reason will always rattle someone who's calculating. Practice these 3, and you're no longer trapped inside someone else's picture. You become the one drawing the picture yourself. 9. What the phrase really means. Literally, compare through calculation and seek out the true situation. But read in a modern light. It means this: don't just compare surface conditions. Dig relentlessly into the real circumstances behind them. Cao Cao asked Liu Bei a question, but he never verified what came after it. A question without verification isn't a question. It's just the performance of one. The 3 losses in paragraph 7 all came from skipping verification. The 3 gains in paragraph 8 all came from pushing verification to the end. In the end, this single principle is the only line separating loss from gain. 10. The one who makes you want to see it. People only see what they want to see. This isn't stupidity. It's a default setting the brain was built with for survival. The problem is leaving that setting untouched. Cao Cao didn't see Liu Bei's fear. He saw his own relief. He would pay for that later himself. The judgment you feel so sure of right now might just be a picture you painted yourself. But what if someone used that very picture to manipulate your emotions directly? Not someone who shows you what you want to see. Someone who makes you want to see it. Thank you for watching.